Close it.
Hey everyone, it's Megan. Welcome back to Broadway Dolls. Hey everyone, welcome back to Broadway Dolls. Today I'm here with Ayla and we are going to be sharing our 11 tips for keeping up with AGTube during the school year. So currently I am in my sophomore year of high school and I know many of you are going to be freshmen or are going to be in middle school this year, and a lot of you are in virtual, so please stay safe if you are going into real school. And of course these tips also apply to virtual students, so I really hope that you guys find this video helpful. So let's get started. Tip number 1, do your homework with your dolls. What I mean by this is while you're doing your homework, without getting distracted of course, you can have your doll sitting on the table beside you or on your lap, just so that you're actually spending time with them. Tip number 2, have a video list showcasing all of your video ideas. Let's say one night you don't have a lot of homework and you have an hour to film a video, then you can look at the list. I recommend making 3 different columns. Make a long-term column, a last-minute column, and a few hours column. So in the long term, you would put videos that will take longer than a week. So this would include, at least for me, a 10-minute AGSM, a summer movie, any movie really, like a holiday special. That would go in the long term. The short term video would be anything that you can whip up in 20 minutes to 30 minutes or less. This would be maybe a changing video or a craft video, something really simple. And in the medium time column, you can put something that'll take a few hours to maybe 3 or 4 days tops. And you can refer to this list and you can manage your time so you know how much time you have to film whichever video idea. Tip number 3 is an obvious one, but film doll videos on the weekends. So I did get this tip from Perky Tomato, so I will tag her channel up in the corner. So Perky Tomato made a wonderful video on how to manage your time during the school year with dolls, and this is one of the best and most helpful tips in my opinion from that video. If you do doll videos on the weekends, you can post them during the week, and that's what I'm trying to do now, but I really haven't gotten into the groove of that. I really need to get better, but that is probably one of the most helpful tips in this video, so shout out to Perky Tomato for giving me that tip. Now tip number 4 may be a little controversial, but it's simple and it will give you time for videos. So let's say this weekend you have a lot of homework to do and your friends want you to hang out. It is okay to say, no, not this weekend. It is okay to say that you have something else to do. And don't think of it as blowing them off, because you're really not blowing them off. You're doing something that you will also find enjoyable. If your friends ask what you're doing, you can tell them it's doll stuff or you can tell them it's something else. Just know it's okay to say no, but you can never say no to homework because homework always comes first. Number 5 is actually what I'm doing right now. I like to call these video binges, where I will make a list of videos. Like I have a list actually right now, right there, that I was looking off of. Basically, you plot out a few days, maybe it's a weekend, maybe it's just one day, and you just sit down and you film and edit as many videos as you can. Right now I'm on the 3rd video, so yeah, it's actually really effective, it's a lot of fun, and you may feel a little burnt out in the end, but just know, if, let's say you film 5 videos in your video binge, then you have, if you post 1 video every week, you have 5 weeks of videos just right there. It's pretty great, it's a pretty good system, and I really haven't found any flaws in it yet, besides you really need to set out time to do it. So if you have a busy weekend, a video binge probably isn't the best idea for you. Number 6 is also really obvious, but don't waste your doll time. Okay, maybe it's not as obvious as I thought. For example, here is the calendar on my phone. Let's say, for example, you can only do doll videos this entire month from the 5th to the 6th. Those are the only 2 days you can ever film videos this entire month. Then I would definitely set out to do a video binge and not waste doll time. So I would try not be on my phone as much during this time. I really like to read, so that's really hard for me to like say no, you don't have to read this weekend, you should be filming videos or anything like that. Like, instead of watching 2 hours of a TV show you've already seen, maybe sit down and work on a video. It's pretty self-explanatory though, and it does get the job done. This one, again, may be a little controversial, but let people know about your dolls. Many of my friends do not know about my dolls, but a few do, and I will say that I do like having them know about my dolls, but it's not like I just want to be telling the entire school that I play with dolls and all that. I'm not doing that. I think I've told 3 of my friends, and it is nice for them to know. It's very helpful for them to know, honestly. And that does make number 4 easier for saying no. I can say, no, I have to film a video this weekend or something. They may not understand it at first, maybe they never will, but I mean, it was helpful to me to let people know about my dolls. But if you don't want to do that, that's completely fine, because I've been there. I'm still there. I don't want people to know about them, but I'm okay with letting certain people know. Tip number 8. Take a break with your dolls. So, this one, again, pretty self-explanatory. Let's say you have 2 hours worth of homework, then once you're an hour done, take a 15-minute break. Do a hairstyle on your dolls, watch a video with your dolls. Just do something with your dolls to keep interacted with them. But yeah, take a break with your dolls from your homework. It's nice, just as long as you don't take like an hour and 15-minute long break. Just take a short break with your dolls and then get right back to homework. Number 9 is one of my favorite things to do. So, when you get home, go on a 10-minute photo shoot with one of your dolls. You can be outside, inside kind of thing. You don't even have to edit the photos if you really don't want to. Or you could just take one photo and then edit that and then start homework if you wanted. I do really like to do this, and it's a really great way to stay interacted with my dolls during the school year, so maybe that's something that you guys would want to try. Going along with number 9, tip number 10 is to find time during the week. Let's say on Tuesday you have absolutely nothing going on, then maybe you can film a short video on Tuesday off of your video list. It's kind of things like this, piecing the tips together and just finding what works best for you, finding the system that works best for you, that will really help you a lot with AGTube. And I really hope all of you are having a good time on AGTube. Like, if you're not having a good time, then I really don't see any reason why you would keep up with videos and all that. So yeah, tip number 11 is to not stress it. Just don't stress it. If you don't get a video out 1 week, that is completely okay. There's always next week. You don't need to rush to film a video. You don't need to do any of that. You really just don't stress. Have a good time with your videos and film quality videos that you know people will want to watch. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little boring, but I hope I helped a few of you. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!